This video is going to be looking at questions number 13 all the way to 17. So we'll actually work on number 13 together here. The first thing it says is to trace this angle here and to construct an angle twice its size. Well, instead of tracing it, I'm simply going to measure the angle. And I find out that it's 45 degrees over here. So I'm going to construct an angle twice the size of that. Let's say I don't know how to do that yet. So I'm going to focus on what I do know how to do, which is first to make an angle that is 45 degrees. So I'll draw myself a line. On one end I'll line up my protractor. I will make a 45 degree angle, mark it at the 45, and label it nice and clearly as a 45 degree angle. There we go. I know how to construct a 45 degree angle, so I'll go ahead and do that. My first step is to draw a line. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to draw a line down here. Then I'm going to take my compass. I'm going to line it up. This is called the vertex. Remember, the place where the two arms meet from your angle is called the vertex. I'm going to line up the circle of my compass on the vertex. And then anywhere where I can make an arc that crosses both arms, I will. So right over here, I can make an arc that crosses over both arms. Now I'm going to copy that arc from the left point on my line. And you can see here that now I've copied. Now I'm going to actually do something beyond that. I'm going to extend that line more, because I know that I'm going to be creating an angle that's double that. And we can see from here that if this is 45, it will be a 90 degree angle that I'm creating. But I'm assuming in this exercise that I can't use a protractor to create my angle. I have to use this angle here to create it. So I know that my angle will end up being something like this. So I'm going to use this first arc and make it bigger. And you'll see how we'll use that in a second. So my second step now is to measure this arc from here, the distance from where the arc touches the bottom arm to where this arc touches the top arm. So I'm going to line up my circle over there on the bottom point. And then I'm going to move, I'll zoom in a bit so you can see this. I'm going to move the slide, get out of focus, directly over that intersection point right over there. There we go. Now, just for fun, you don't have to do this, but I like to make a little arc there, just to remind myself that that's the point that I got. Now I can go back to mine, and I'm going to repeat and basically copy that arc. And you can see, looking at both, that once I get this arc crossing that arc in exactly the same spot, there's only one place where I can connect, and it's through the intersection of those two arcs, just like it happened here. So now I know I've recreated the 45. Well, then the question is, how do I get another 45 added? Well, if you turn the paper sideways and ignore what's going on down here, cover this up, I have a line. I have this first arc, which matches this first arc over here. I want to create another 45 degree angle here somewhere. Well, I can use that same position that I just had saved on my compass, because that's this same position over here. I saved it. That's the distance from here to here. I saved this arc. And that arc, if I connect my vertex again through that connection point, this should give me another 45 degree angle. And I could keep going around and around and around. And as long as I extended that first arc, I could keep adding 45 degree angles. So this is an example how you can take one angle and you can recreate it once, and then on the top arm you can create it again, and you can keep going double, triple, quadruple, and etc., etc.